Now to a developing story. We're seeing new photos from the estate of the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. These images, which were released by the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee today, are just a small part of the 95,000 pictures the committee has received. But it's important to say that just being in these images or mentioned in the Epstein files is not proof anyone is involved in Epstein's crimes. But these pictures show Epstein's involvement with other powerful people. They include new images of President Trump and this one of Bill Clinton, along with Epstein and his former friend and accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell, appears to be signed by the former president. And photos of billionaire Bill Gates, one getting onto a plane, the other pictured with Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew. I'm joined now by CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane. Scott, what are Democrats saying about the release of these images?
Yeah, they acknowledge that these images aren't new. They're from a long time ago, but they're also from the Epstein estate itself, not inside the Department of Justice's Epstein files. But they're going to make the argument this underscores the importance of the Department of Justice releasing the full Epstein case files. That deadline for them to do so is bearing down on Washington. The deadline is 1 week from today, Friday, December 19th. And whether it's feasible or not to release hundreds of thousands of pages of records and many tens of thousands of photos, the release today by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee of this small subset of Epstein images could light a fire and a public pressure for the Department of Justice to move by that deadline.
Scott, what is the White House response to all this?
Yeah, the White House is saying something very similar to what Republicans on the House Oversight Committee are saying, that the Democrats here have cherry-picked just a handful of photos that cast the president potentially in what the White House characterizes as a false narrative or a bad light, that he's associated with Jeffrey Epstein in a way that isn't true. But those photos are going far and wide and really do add to the pressure politically on the administration and the Department of Justice to release everything they have to put to bed all these questions that have been simmering for years.
But it seems like this case is not going away anytime soon. Scott MacFarlane, thank you so much from Washington, D.C.